Okay, here we go. So we're going to tell them about our tornado watch?
That we're currently in a tornado watch?
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay.
Well, I'll post it today.
Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world.
I'm Greg.
I'm Shelly, and
And
together we're
Days
Days
Great
Great
Adventure.
Adventure. So, today we're coming
Just
to you
normal
from
day.
our RV. Just a normal day.
North Central Texas.
Yes. We are in, where are we? Gordonville.
Well, yeah, just outside Gordonville at the Lake Texoma.
Yeah.
Thousand Trails Campground.
Mhm.
Anyway, we're watching the weather. A lot of thunderstorms coming through. A lot of rain. Man, we've had a lot of rain. A lot of thunderstorms just rocking the place.
Yeah.
And
Last couple days.
Hopefully, we waited to do this video till the one severe thunderstorm. Hopefully, it's through.
The rain.
Said it'd be.
Yeah.
Rain would be done at 4:30ish. So that hopefully is. But we're in a tornado watch till 10 o'clock tonight.
Yeah,
Still,
about an hour ago, it popped up.
Yeah.
Hour and a half ago,
Yeah.
it popped up that we are in a tornado watch. We have never been in a tornado watch, so needless to say, I'm kind of a wreck here because I don't know what to expect.
She's like, well, what do we do? What do we do? And I said, well, I guess you watch for tornadoes.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of throw a net out there and try to catch it.
Well, nobody seems to be bugging out, so it must be okay. And the people next to us are from Texas, and he's on his phone all the time, so I know that he's aware of it. So I'm like, if they bug out, I'm going to go over and say, should we leave?
So if we're waiting a little bit, it's just because we're set up differently because it's so icky outside. So we got a little bouncy going on because of the sun.
But anyway, moving on.
We thought, what a perfect time. With that stress and that stuff is, we watched a video from some friends of ours recently. They put out a fireside chat video and a get to know us video,
right?
And challenged their watchers, their other fellow community of YouTubers to do likewise. And so we tried to do it yesterday. Yeah. And long-winded us answering these questions fully, and
it was too long.
It was like 45 minutes. Yeah. So
and the couple that did it were GrassRoots Living. Some of you probably saw their post, Dean and Shalene, and so we are responding to that.
Yep.
So we wanted to answer their questions
and try to get up as soon as we can.
And challenge you.
And challenge you guys out there too.
Yep.
And to do the same, so we can all get to know each other a little better during these times, like we could if we're all just sitting around the campfire sharing. So, okay. So the first question they had was, tell us about the current national and global events are affecting you.
Yes.
So that would be, of course, we told you about the tornado watch that's affecting us here.
Yes.
But also probably they're talking about the
COVID-19.
Yeah, there it is.
Yes.
The China virus.
Right.
Which is really what it is. Where it came from. So, but anyway, not really.
Well, I think the biggest effect on us is we're in Texas, our family's in Washington, and we're expecting a grandbaby in towards the end of April. So we want to make sure that we can get home for
we
that.
will get there.
The good thing is our domicile is in Washington, so it's our home. So I don't know that they would
And I don't know if I really
that.
want to go to Washington right now because of all that's going on. But
we're on the east of the Cascades, not near Seattle, so that's a good thing.
We spent all this time. We worked at it, a few weeks ago. It's probably been a month ago now, but and got all the reservations set up. And the travel from here to Arizona, places to go because we only want to really travel about 5 hours at a time. So we got that all done and spread out evenly, and then just be able to stay one night and get up and go the next day, and then stay one night and go the next day, and be able to get into. We're planning on meeting Aaron and Tina from Jones and Travel there in Mesa, and Aaron's going to help me and put in solar for us there.
Yeah.
And we'll stay a couple weeks there, and then we'll make our way up north.
Yep.
From there all the way up to Washington, and so that's over like I think 5 days, 4 days.
Yeah.
We'll travel a couple days, and then we'll stay a couple days at a place, and then we'll travel a couple more days in. But that'll put us there in the middle of April. So just appreciate your prayers on that.
Yes.
That it will safe travels, but also they don't close parks, or we do.
Right.
I won't be too concerned with it once we get the solar set up.
Right.
Because we'll have the capability that Shalene about jerked us off the table right there.
But anyway,
we'll be able to, pull off and just stop. So anyway, so that's how that's affected us. We're making the best of it. We, I'm not going to let it consume me because we're not that kind of people. So make the best of where you're at.
Yep. So next question. Tell us about your current or pre-RV life occupations. Yep. So that one's mine. I'll just answer quickly. I was in banking for the past 10 years before we left, before we sold our house. And I was a personal banker, which in some banks is called a marketing associate. Basically, I opened accounts and I took care of everything for my customers. She'd say, "Show me the money." Yeah. So we'll just leave it at that. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed my my coworkers and my community that I worked in. So anyway, that's that. So
you're going to answer about me too, or I do that?
Oh, we've already said in some of our videos that we have an online business.
Yeah, Tri-5 Chevy parts, and we still have that going. So. Other than that, we'll be doing some work camping. Looking forward to doing that.
But that's not pre-RV.
No, it says current.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes.
Read the questions, honey. Or listen to me. I read it. Anyway, current, we're hoping to do that. We tried to do gate guarding, but with the price of oil, didn't work out. So hopefully next fall we'll try that if the prices are back, or we'll do something else, do some work camping. So we can afford this lifestyle.
Yes.
Next question is, tell us about your family. And I'll let Shelly do this because she's got it down.
We have 2 sons, Joshua and Jacob, and they go by Josh and Jake. Josh is 30 this year, and he has recently gone through a divorce. And he has Sawyer Grace, our sweet blessing, and she is 2.5 years old, and she is a lot like her daddy. She's very laid back. She's spit an image of him in girl form. Blonde hair, just the cutest little thing. And Josh is actually dating a gal, Bree, who has been a blessing to him as well as to us. And she is so good with Sawyer. We just appreciate her for.
And sometimes she's the only way we know what's going on.
Yeah,
she sends us photos or videos, or reminds Josh because he's.
Thank you, Bree.
One track and just goes and doesn't think about it.
Yes.
That's okay. But appreciate it, Bree.
Yes. And then Jake is our 28-year-old, and he is married to Mariah, our sweet daughter-in-law. And she is a true blessing to our family, to Jake, and they gave us our little Mia May, our Spitfire.
Our first grandchild.
Yes, actually, she's our first grandchild.
I
she's
call her my wild thing.
Yeah, she is fiery. She's just the
I can't tell you what she did today. I don't know if they let that happen.
Anyway, she's we just love our family. We love our boys and their families, and the boys recently started a construction business.
What are we expecting next month too?
Oh gosh, you should have done this. Well, I already kind of said the end of April we're expecting Jackson to join our family.
Grandson.
Yes, we're so excited for that. Jake and Mariah are having a baby boy, so we get our first grandson. So
just be in prayer with that. With being this time with what's going on, we probably won't be able to be there in the hospital, but we're going to be there, and hopefully in time to take Mia May, and she can stay with us because at this point in the hospital, hopefully she can have, Jake will be able to be there.
Yeah, but they cut off all visitors.
Anyone else cannot. So
yeah. So anyway, and then Greg's parents are still with us, and my parents are still with us. The same with his brother and sister, and my sister and her family. So we're very blessed. We have an awesome family and very supportive of one another, and I'm just very thankful for them.
Okay. So tell us about your love story. Okay. And I went into this yesterday and I got in trouble. I started going on in 1978 when I first fell in love. She said, wait a minute. I was like, oh, with you. I thought the Broncos, the Denver Broncos. Yeah, but anyway, no. Our love story is one that goes back forever. But you got to make it really short. So in the summer of '82, just graduated. I wasn't looking for, anybody necessarily or any of that stuff. But my mom worked at the church that we went to. She was a secretary there, and she called me and said, "You need to come by so I can introduce you." And somebody, and I said, "Nah, I don't have time." She goes, "Of course, my mother, got to come by." So I did. And well, she introduced me to Shelly at that time. And of course, later I was polite, said hi, welcome, yada yada. And then she was looking for a job. So of course, my mom opens her mouth and says, "Why don't you go down and apply where Greg's working together, looking for waitresses?" So of course she does. And I'm thinking, oh, great, My mom's wanting this date, and I wasn't looking for a church girl, and but anyway, Shelly, long story short, she got a job there. We got to know each other a little better, and I think our first date was in December. And my mom reminded me at that time, because I forgot all about this earlier, but that that she introduced us back in the summer.
I think that means I made a great impression on him to begin with.
I wasn't in any good place. I was just all about me and just doing my thing. So working and after school trying to figure out my own life, going to college or not, or what's going on, friends leaving, typical guy just doing whatever. So, but after that,
about 4 years later, we got married.
Got married and been in college and finished that and made our lives and done all these things. So.
And
that is our love story.
Yep, that's our love story.
Tell us about your favorite adventure.
Okay.
We've been on a lot of trips, and vacations and different things. Some really nice things. I've won some trips through work, companies I worked for in the past, and, really nice stuff. 5-star stuff. We've been on just rolling out a trailer, going to the Oregon coast for the weekend and pouring down rain. Going to... doing stuff like that, going elk hunting with family and friends.
Yep.
I think my favorite adventure is usually whatever adventure we're on, and I would say favorite adventure is right now. If it doesn't get your heart racing when you all of a sudden on your phone you get a notice of a tornado watch, and you can't get alive in that moment. It might not be your favorite.
No,
but
not
looking
my
back
favorite.
on it, it's just like when we first started this thing, we were up in South Dakota and had all these hail, baseball-sized hail coming through there, and it damaged our trailer, all this stuff. So
they're definite memory makers.
There's memory makers. So I think you need to look at it and try to look for the good in all things.
Yeah.
So we try to live a life of looking at glass half full, and if we catch ourselves looking at it half empty, hopefully we're not there that long.
Yeah.
And get out of it.
So I get this next one.
Yep.
Tell us about what your favorite day would look like. My favorite day would be surrounded by my grandkids, Sawyer and Mia and Jackson. Just getting to spend time loving on them and on our kids because we really miss them. Didn't want to get me emotional, but it's my favorite day.
So, the family's in a good place right now. So hasn't always been, but I don't think we've ever lost the love for one another.
Oh, no.
And that's what I encourage you guys. Don't ever stop loving them, and don't ever stop telling them that you love them. Don't ever stop telling them especially if you have sons. Don't ever stop telling them you're proud of them.
Yeah.
For men, we like to hear that our parents or friends, that they're proud of what we're doing. So
sure.
I got some sons that are the best dads. For me, it's watching my sons play with their daughters and their kids.
Yeah, that's one of our favorite days.
I can sit there. One time we were working on my truck, and they wanted me to sit there and just watch them work on it for me, and had the grandkids on me sit in my lap. But Josh's daughter just wanted her dad to hold her. And he looked at me and said, "I'm sorry, Dad." You know, and I said, "Son, you just don't know."
Yeah, don't be sorry about that.
Don't be sorry about that. And that does me so good to see my son and his daughter wanting his daddy to hold her while he works on this truck. And then he was showing her things about the truck and doing all this stuff, and I brought back all the flooded memories of what when I was doing that with them, and here they are modeling that to their kids. And so that's awesome. That's a good day. So, okay, enough emotion. Whew. Tell us about your rig. That's mine.
Okay, yes.
So the truck is a 2016 GMC Sierra. It's the one notched down from a Denali. It's not that fancy, but it's pretty nice. It's a long bed dually diesel. Its nickname is the Beast. We love it and enjoy it. It pulls the trailer like a dream, up hills and down hills. It's got the exhaust, brake system, and it just does a great job. The trailer is
about the truck. One thing, ours is very unique in that. Tell them what it has on it.
Well, I get more guys coming up. I'm sitting in the chair out front and whatever, in the front of our trailer and outside. And these guys, all of a sudden, they're walking along, all of a sudden they stop in the front of the truck, and then they're talking, and all of a sudden they come up, and they're like,
rubbing my truck.
What is this? Kind of rubbing down the front of the fender, and they come walking around the corner and say, "Is this like rhino liner on the outside of your fenders?" I said, "Yep, sure is."
Yeah.
Wow. That's a great idea. Anyway, whoever had it before it did it. But anyway, it's got rhino lining, bed liner stuff, material. It's like 1/8 inch or 1/4 inch thick, whatever. Yeah. Textured stuff around the front grill area and around the fenders, front and back and down the sides. So it really does. Rock chips are really out there, and cleans up really good from bugs and all that stuff. So
been really great.
And it actually helped with the deer that hit us. So,
help protect it.
Watch that video. Anyway, then the trailer's also a 2016. It's a Winnebago fifth wheel trailer. It's a destination model, which is their upper end, trim stuff.
Their luxury full time.
There it is. Luxury full time, and it's a 39 FB for front bath. It's a 1.5 bath. It's got the rear living area. It's got opposing slides in the rear living. It has a slide in the bedroom. The front bath has got double sinks. It's got a big old closet. It's got a nice size shower. It's just perfect for Shaw and I.
We love it.
We really like it. And we've named her Beauty. So of course we got Beauty and the Beast. So hopefully we'll throw a little picture in here real quick of the combo.
Yeah, for sure.
But if you ever see it in a campground or whatever, just come on by. You can rub on the truck. Just don't get fresh with him. And then come on and say hi. What's the next one?
Tell us about your style of travel as an RVer. Well, we have a membership at Thousand Trails. Yep. And primarily we stay at Thousand Trails Parks if there's one in an area. And pretty much we have found that we travel to where there is one. That's how we can afford to do this lifestyle. But we have found, I think, that 2 weeks is our sweet spot. We have stayed longer, we have stayed less, but 2 weeks really is what we are comfortable with. And it feels like we can see an area in a 2 week time. Yeah. So,
at least a week.
That's our style.
But if we're traveling, we try to just travel like, if we're traveling trying to get to somewhere, we will be doing. Yeah. Get back to Arizona from Texas, it's a long trip. And I found really anything over 5 hours driving, I start, you start getting too fatigued. I mean, I can do it. I can drive for like 24 hours, just straight through if I wanted to. But I just, for safety reasons, but also just wear and tear on me.
500 is the max. We try to stay really.
No, it's 5 hours.
5 hours.
It's about
3 hours
miles,
is our comfort.
Yeah, I mean, 3 to 5 hours is kind of our window we try to do, but we're covering that distance basically. Like this trip, I'm just going to do 5 hours from here. There's a stop that's still in Texas. Yeah. We'll just pull in. We won't even unhook. We'll just stay the night. We'll get up the next morning. We'll travel 5 hours and get into Mexico. Stay the night, and then we'll get up and go 5 hours, and and that gives us a window too in there too, where we're kind of pushing the time. But if something goes wrong, we're still fine. Unless something major. But I mean, we have time, a few hours there before sunset and all that stuff. Or we can stop and see something along the way if we want to. Sure. Take breaks, but we try to do anyway, so we can kind of do that stuff. So that's kind of our style. We're also going to be incorporating, like we said, some work camping. We also we're getting the solar so we can boondock when we want to.
Or Harvest Host more. We are members of Harvest Host, and we've done, 3, I think?
Yeah.
But I really want to do a lot more Harvest Host.
At least have that in our option. Right now, we just have a couple, just car batteries. And, man, they don't last a night.
We have to use our generator. Toast. Yeah.
So and, of course, to run anything, we have to use a generator. But even just to power the fridge.
Because we have a residential fridge. Yeah. So
boondocking, we want to basically, no matter what, try to take the month of January off if we're working. Yep. To spend it in Quartzsite and stuff, that area with everybody. So we want to go boondock and do that.
Right.
Tell us what makes you happy.
What makes you happy? Well, I'm all about the grandkids, people. And
not me.
Used
to be me.
No, he makes me happy too. I mean, if I couldn't be happy with him, we definitely wouldn't do 24/7 together. Every day, all the time.
We do 24/7.
Yeah,
I thought I got a day off somewhere.
We're pretty much together all the time. So yes, dear, you make me happy.
Okay.
My grandbabies make me happy. My kids make me happy. I love having adult kids. They are your friends as you become adults. You can't parent them any longer. You shouldn't parent them any longer. But now we can be friends. And I will say that my kids are some of my best friends.
Yep. So it's fun. We do a lot. We do a lot of Skyping. Not technically Skype, but where we chat. Video chat. There we go.
Yeah, we do a lot of that.
So a lot of that probably, if our daughter, we'd probably do it 3 or 4 or 5 times. Sometimes we're talking, it's like it's been an hour and a half.
Anyway. Most of the time.
So, of course, she's helping me with work and stuff. So
yeah.
Okay, tell us how you live your love. Part of that is, for me, goes back to at the end of last year. For church, we basically been following Elevation Church and Pastor Steve
Furtick.
I can never say his last name right, so sorry. But anyway, we've always, even before we started traveling, we would watch his teachings and his older previous messages and stuff like that, even while we're going to church up there at Christ Center. So, but we've been enjoying their Sunday services live. But they had a live end of the year service, and he challenged us to come up with a word that would describe, where we want to be, what we want to be doing, our attitude for the year 2020. And what I came up with was just the word available.
Yeah.
So for me, trying to be available for the moment, and it's so hard, people. I mean, really, when you really think about it, pray about it. Be available. And for me, that's being available is being in a place where you can hear the still small voice.
Yeah.
Which I believe is the Holy Spirit and the Lord speaking to you for whatever it is. Sometimes just pray for somebody. Sometimes it's to be quiet. Sometimes it's to say something. Sometimes to do something. So, in the times that we've had through this year in this travels, where the Lord has pressed us to do stuff, to maybe we think, to be a blessing to that person or that family. It's so amazing the way we get poured back on us, the blessing.
Yeah.
So I encourage you guys in your life to be available, and whatever that is, in the moment, to just enjoy the moment too, available to just enjoy the sunsets.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. And just receive that blessing of what the day brings. So with that is our story in a
nutshell.
Little bit more condensed.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys enjoy it.
We just want to thank Dean and Shalene of GrassRoots Living for putting that challenge out there to people, and I hope other people have picked that challenge up. We're going to try to get this out today so that we can challenge you to do the same. You guys have questions about anything we've kind of shared about, or comments or whatever, love to have them. Love comments and these questions you have. Do that. Check out our other videos if you want. Yeah, we would love if you like what you hear, of course. If you're still with us, on this video, and you haven't scared you off, then by all means, I'd love to have you subscribe and like the video, of course, but subscribe and hit the bell so you get notifications. I'm learning that. I'm terrible. I'm slowly going through and trying to make sure I'm hitting that bell, because otherwise it's like, I missed or a thumbs up.
You know,
I forget to do that a lot in videos too, so don't.
Because we try to put out videos typically on Sundays, but we put out ones during the week too.
Yep.
So, and someday we might even go live. Yeah. That'd be scary.
Yeah, it would be scary, but it'd be fun. I won't be able to edit him out.
They'll probably put me on a 15-second delay.
Yeah. So, with all of that, especially in these days and times, please remember every day is a gift. So
don't count the days, but make the days count.
Yeah.
So we will see you soon. And here's what makes us happy.
Yes, I didn't even say Boo Boo makes me happy. He does. I said that.
Love you, Bubby.
He's a precious little one.